Welcome, geometry students. Now look at this problem. This one doesn't look so bad. This is actually like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It doesn't look like a bad problem. It's kind of, not too bad. And then you realize this is a bear of a problem. My first clue, it says, what are the solutions? Meaning, there's got to be more than one. At least two. Check your solution. And it wants me to check them? Oh, brutal. Okay, so let me show you how this one works. Don't freak out at this one. You don't see them very often, but might as well go through this one. 5 over y equals, remember, lots of space between these, 6y squared. 6 over y squared. Now negative here, 6, I'm going to change it to a fraction because they all have to have the same denominator, but 6 is really just 6 over 1. 6 over 1. Now, to fix this problem, I got to make all of these y squared. So, this one, I have to multiply by 1, and that'll be y over y. This one I don't have to do anything to it, because it's already y squared. That seems, as I said, it seems at first, it's like, oh, this is an easy problem. This one, I'll multiply by y squared over y squared. 5 times y is 5y. Over y squared. Y times y is y squared. Equals 6 over y squared. Minus 6 times y squared, 6y squared, over y squared. Now, how am I going to solve this problem? If I look at this, just the top numbers here. This is where I'm going to go from it. These top numbers. This is where my headache begins. 5y equals 6 minus 6y squared. Well, we know how to solve this. I don't know if you see it right away. But if I make it equal to 0 by doing this, subtracting 5y from both sides, and I rearrange the numbers. Remember, standard form, 0 equals negative 6y squared minus 5y plus 6. I rearrange them with the biggest exponent first and the next one and the one with no exponents. That's a quadratic. How do I know it's a quadratic? Because the leading one here is a square, y squared. Then I have this negative 5y and plus 6. I have an a, b, and c. Oh my god, I could use the quadratic formula if I was on the Regents. But I'm not on the Regents, so I'm not going to use it. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do some factoring. Well, that's the way to find the two solutions. That's why they said solutions in the first place. Okay. So a times c is 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. And b is negative 5. It's got to add up to negative 5. Now, I did this problem earlier, so I'm going to skip going through all the possible solutions. And I think we're already well practiced in this. The one I found was negative 9 and 4. Negative 9 times 4 is negative 36, and it adds up to negative 5, so that's my answer. So my two possible answers are x equals negative 9 and x equals 4.